a blog niche. I know that picking a blog niche can be very stressful when you're first starting blogging, which is why I'm making this video to make it easier. So let's get started. First off, let me tell you about myself. My name is Janet, and I blog at my20cents.com. I started this blog in March 2018, and I blog about a variety of topics such as personal finance, personal development, moving and living abroad, as well as blogging. If you're interested in learning more about me, feel free to check out my blog after you watch this video. Now let's get started. So the first question we're going to explore is, what's a blog niche? I'm going to explain to you the difference between a blog category and a blog niche. A blog category is basically something that's very specific. For example, lifestyle, food, travel, health and beauty, fitness, mommy, personal finance, personal development. There are so many blog categories out there. On the other hand, a blog niche is something that's much more specific. You can think of it as a subset of a blog category. In my example here, I have vegan recipes for 20-year-old working moms. As you can see, this is a really targeted audience. We have a vegan who's in her 20s, who's also working, and also a mom. This is super specific as opposed to just a general population, including like 20-year-olds, 50-year-olds, people who eat meat, people who don't eat meat, etc. So the benefit of having a niche is that if I blog only about vegan recipes for 20-year-old working moms, and someone that fits this category lands on my blog, they will most likely be a lifetime reader. They're going to be a huge fan of what I talk about, as opposed to, for example, a 30-year-old meat eater. That person, he lands on my blog, he or she, they will most likely not enjoy what I have to talk about and then never return to my blog again. That's why I really stress the importance of establishing who your reader is going to be and picking the blog niche based on that. This next section, I'm going to provoke you to think about 3 questions when you're coming up with your blog niche. The first one is passion. Are you passionate about this topic? The second one is qualified. Are you qualified to speak about this topic? The third one is profitable. Can you actually make money blogging about this topic? Don't worry, we're going to go into each 3 of these questions in detail in the next few slides. So the first question, passion. In my opinion, you have to be passionate about the topic that you're talking about, or else you're going to burn out real fast. In my example, I first started talking about personal finance, and that was the niche I decided to stick with when I first started, as reflected by my blog name, My 20 Cents. I found that after about 5-6 months, I started getting really bored about talking about finance all the time and money. I mean, okay, so I do love talking about money, and I have a financial background, which helps, but overall, it wasn't something I was super passionate about. I would say my passion for personal finance was at about 60%. And yeah, then after a few months, I just started working on my blog almost, I don't know, like 1 hour a week, something like that. At the beginning, I was super passionate. I worked on it for, let's say, 20-30 hours a week. So as you can say, I burned out really fast. And that was because I wasn't completely passionate about this topic. Now I've decided to rebrand and move into more personal development type topics, and I find myself super motivated, which is also what provoked me to make this video at the same time. So this is why I really stress to pick a topic that you're passionate about, something that you would do even for free, because at the beginning of your blogging journey, you're most likely not going to make money right away. So you want to do something that you're so passionate about that you're willing to do for free. So that's my best advice to you. And this is another question. Do you really want to talk about this topic for the next, say, 1, 5, or 10 years? Because this topic that you choose is going to be something that you want to talk about for a really long time. Now the next question, qualified. In my opinion, there are 2 ways to go about blogging. First, you can come at it from an expert standpoint. So for example, if you're a doctor, you can give wellness tips. If you're a dietitian, you can give diet tips. If you're a personal finance like advisor or consultant, you can give personal finance tips, etc. So because you have this expertise, people are likely going to trust you and listen to what you have to say. On the other hand, we have bloggers who come from the opposite end of the pole. They're basically clueless and they blog about their journey to become an expert. So, for example, we have a lot of bloggers who were once in hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, and then they blog about their journey to come out of debt. Also, what's really popular is people who used to be really out of shape, overweight, and then they blog about their journey to lose weight. So there are two different approaches to this question. Either you can come at it from an expert standpoint or from a newbie beginner standpoint. I would say both work, and it really depends on what kind of audience you're trying to attract. So that's why it doesn't really matter so much that if you're not completely qualified to talk about a topic, because you can come at it from a I'm a beginner, I'm learning standpoint, and people are still going to love it because they're going to be able to relate to you because they're also a beginner and they want to find some motivation by someone who's a beginner and making progress on their journey. Now the last question is profitable. Can you actually make money from this blog topic? And in my opinion, any niche can be profitable if monetized properly. You can always make money through ads, through selling your own products, through affiliate marketing, and so many other options. However, if you're not convinced, I do encourage you to just do a quick Google search if you're unsure of whether or not this niche makes money. So just for example, if you want to start a blog on dog healthcare, then Google dog healthcare, see if there are any other existing blogs already, see if they're monetized already. So if they have ads on their site, if they have products that they're selling, if they're recommending products, most likely they are monetizing their blog, which means that this blog is indeed profitable. Now I'm going to give you a formula for a profitable blog niche. There are basically three components that you absolutely need for a profitable blog niche. The first one is demographic. So we already talked about having a very targeted audience that resonates 100% with your message. So for example, 20-year-old vegan working moms. And you need to come up with a solution that this demographic has. So this demographic has a problem, which is what they came to your blog for. So for example, in the 20-year-old working mom vegan case, most likely they're unable to find vegan recipes. They're super busy balancing their job and their baby at home, and they lack inspiration. So a website, for example, that offers recipes for busy bodies, like very quick, easy to prepare recipes that are 100% vegan, this would 100% resonate with this type of audience. And in this case, if you provide the solution that your audience is looking for, then you're guaranteed that they're going to keep coming back and coming back for more. They're going to read your blog, they're going to subscribe to your email list, they're going to buy your products if you have products to sell. And this is why it's absolutely essential to really figure out who your target audience is, what their problem is, and then to propose a solution for them. And finally, I'm going to give you some examples of profitable blog niches. And this is just to give you some inspiration if you're lacking ideas. So the first one is how to make money. This is really popular because everyone wants to learn how to make more money, and they're always constantly searching how to make money online. In fact, that's what I was searching when I first started making this blog. So this is super, super competitive, but also very, very lucrative. So this is, it's quite a popular blog niche. If you want to learn more about it, I definitely recommend you check out smartpassiveincome.com. It's one of my favorite. Next, personal finance. This is almost similar to number one, but more general. So you can talk about how to make money, you can talk about how to save money, how to budget, how to invest, etc. There are so many things that fall under personal finance, and this is where I first started out too. I was talking about how to save money, how to budget, and all that kind of stuff, but then I got a little bit bored of it because I felt like everyone else was talking about it too. And now I'm moving away. The third really profitable niche is health and fitness. So this means, giving tips on dieting, on eating healthy, etc., or also blogs on very specific health issues because everyone wants to be healthy and everyone searches for ways to become healthier. So, for example, when I had a really bad case of eczema, I was searching how to fix my eczema, etc., and I came across a lot of blogs about like only eczema, and I really love these blogs because they were very targeted to me and I could find really useful information that I couldn't really find from a very general blog just about health. The next profitable niche is food. So of course it's very popular. You can offer food recipes and just like take really really beautiful food pics. I find this a bit challenging because you absolutely need to be really good at A, like having good recipes, and B, like photographing it really well. Now, number 5, beauty and fashion. This is obviously really popular too because people are always looking for inspiration to, become more stylish and see what the latest trends are. Fashion bloggers make really, really, really big money. For example, my favorite is Chiara Ferragni. I don't even know how to pronounce her name, but she's a really popular Italian fashion blogger, and now she's built an empire, literally. However, this is, I find, also really challenging because it's very competitive. And of course, obviously, you have to have a certain look and you also have to be fashionable. And I don't really have any of those. So this is something I would never venture into. Number 6, lifestyle. So lifestyle is basically a blog that has a variety of topics in common. So for example, there are a lot of lifestyle blogs that talk about health and fitness and food and beauty and fashion all in one. The benefit of this is that you can blog about a variety of topics, so you don't have to really feel the pressure of just blogging about one thing. And I do recommend you start with this if you really have no idea what to blog about. Last one is personal development. So anyone that offers life coaching, advice, and mindset reshift, anything that relates, improving your mental wellness and your well-being overall. This is what I'm starting to blog about now because I love blogging about goal setting, law of attraction, that sort of thing. And this is also very profitable because a lot of people end up selling products like courses and also offering coaching sessions. So here's a very common question that I always get, which is, what if I can't choose a niche? So my advice is basically to go with a lifestyle blog, as I described in the previous slide, and just improvise as you go along. This is kind of what I started with. I had personal finance as my overall niche just because I knew it was profitable and easy to monetize. But I also blogged about other stuff that's not completely related to personal finance. Like I talked about my move abroad and my transition to becoming an expat. And I also talked about blogging, which kind of relates to personal finance because it's about making money. And lastly, your blog is going to grow and change every day. So don't worry too much about picking a blog niche. As I said, I switched my blog niche from when I first started, and it wasn't really a big deal. I didn't lose a whole bunch of traffic. In fact, it helped me gain more traffic. And that's all that I have for you today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me through my blog, through my email, or in the comments below. I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions about blog niches, please feel free to contact me anytime. I'm going to link the full article in the comments below, and have a nice day. Bye.